I think we're good, but hold on. I'm going to do one thing. Do-do-do-do-do. Bada bing, bada boom. On. Yes. Old ass computer. Hey. Hi, now I can see you guys. Except your wicked love. I'm going to take you up a notch. There we go. There we go. Hi. How are you? That's a little better. Oh, the window's in my face, but you know what? I need the light. Hi. How is everyone? How is everyone? Now the chat's not working for you? Or that was in the previous stream? Hey, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we're monkey around. That came in a reading. I just don't remember whose it was. So we're back to the monkey song again. So whoever that message is for, you might want to watch that sign. It was in my weeklies. Hey, Jen. Hi, Lex. Aubrey. Hey. You've been taking a break for like a month? Oh, I thought you were laughing at me like I took a break. I feel like I didn't take a break. I've been working my ass off. I've been working another job. But it's going to take me a little while to mesh everything together. You know what I mean? Especially for like Patreon or whatnot, because my schedule comes out every 4 weeks and it alters. Yeah, you know, so it's going to be a little tough. I'll figure it out. Some days I got to work 12 hours versus, you know, come home and do YouTube. I'll figure it out though. The week before, initially what started it was, initially what started it for me is I needed certain vaccinations for the job that I'm working at, and I was allergic. I had an allergic reaction to the hepatitis C shot vaccine. It was awful. Ended up in the emergency room, flushing me out, like IV after IV with fluids and Benadryl shots. I mean, I was numb from head to toe. It was the oddest feeling. Literally like throwing up. I had the runs. It was awful. It was like a wicked bad reaction. So that laid me out for a while, almost a solid week. And then from there, I started my new job. So, thanks, babe. So from there, I started my new job. So it's been a couple weeks, right? So I'm like, it's just been crazy. So it was, and that's a 3-step. It's a 3-step series, and I had to like sign off paperwork because I'm in a hospital, so I had to sign off paperwork and saying if anything happens because it's required, you know. So I'm just like, so basically, if I was to ever catch it, I'm screwed. In other words, you know, it wouldn't be good. There wouldn't be time before I went straight to my liver. So what are you gonna do? you gotta take extra precautions, you know? So, anywho, I'm better now. And I was supposed to work today, I don't know, till like 3:30, but we got out early. Well, I was in like a training course today. So, back to the hospital again tomorrow. So I'm like, this is like the perfect opportunity. I even said on the way home, I'm like, oh, I should go home and take a nap. And then I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to take a shower and I'm going to go on YouTube. I haven't seen you guys in a while. You know? So, welcome back. All of us. I will definitely jump on when I can. Yeah. But how have you guys been? Besides like what I'm like reading. Everybody doing good? Everybody doing good? I know it's not normal. It's like a morning chat. Maybe like, I want to say, really, Max? I want to say like, what are you doing? Come on, figure it out. I don't even know if I can get to you like once a week in the morning because my days off, I'm going to be doing other shit. Don't get me wrong. You know, working from home for 3 years was great. It's just time to get out, you know? So, I did that last year for a little while with a part-time job, but it just didn't cut it, you know? Oh, congratulations on the new home. So, when I can jump on, I'll try. I know the majority of you are on in the morning. Don't you all work? We used to have so much fun, hundreds of us. I think when I first started, you're welcome, I did a lot of night ones. So much harder now. I'm exhausted, I'm beat, you know? I missed you too. Yeah, I needed to get back out of the house. Like mentally, I needed it mentally. Just being stuck in the same scenarios off and on, you know, dealing with the same people. It just mentally, I needed out. You know, oh, Friday night with court. I haven't done that in a long time. Beer, glass of wine. I know. I don't know if you can hear the pitter patter. Here comes Sheldon. Here comes Sheldon. Yeah, you gotta. Well, I noticed with the cycles closing out too, right? Like Mercury is gone and a lot of stuff, like in the reading, certain stuff. And some people want to let go, some people don't want to let go. People need to accept, some people don't want to accept, you know. But if they don't want to accept, it doesn't mean that you're not moving on without them. You know what I'm saying? Like I can clearly see it as, you know, the cycles are shredding the old skin and shedding the old skin, not shredding. Shedding the old skin and, you know, on your little merry way. I can definitely tell, like, with the cards that are coming out, it's, you know, about balance because there was imbalance. And if somebody doesn't want to level up, then that's it. Bye. You know, you want to stay where you're at, that's fine. I'm just on a whole nother level playing field, if that makes sense. So I'm sure a majority of you are going what I'm going through, whether it's, you know, friendships or romantic stuff. Like I feel like with the friendships and like the boyfriends and the girlfriend things, I'm just like, it's just drama. Like I don't know. You know, I don't know. I just think for me, it's you get to a certain place, and if you've attempted so many times to get to another place, umpteen times, and, you know, someone doesn't want to level up, then it is what it is. There's only so much you can do. Like I could tell a lot of you from what I'm seeing jump ship. You know what I mean? Because they wouldn't step up. No matter if it was a friendship or, you know, a lover, You know, so I've been seeing in the cards for a couple weeks, and it's like really definitive. Like, your energy is different now. Like, you're not going to go in circles with this person because you went in circles with this person plenty. So now it's like they're wondering where you're at. Well, you know what? You had plenty of time to wonder where I was at. Now I'm gone. You know, again, whether it's a friendship or a lover, is other people who just didn't want to see things. You know what I mean? It didn't want to accept something was over. Had a really hard time letting go of the past, and it's like, you had umpteen tries. We've had this conversation. There's absolutely zero need to have another one regarding the same scenario. And some people are going to get it and some people aren't. And what I'm seeing is that a lot of it, you know, you jump ship and they know they can't relate to you on the same way. Like, they're watching you, they're watching your cycles. They know they can't repeat the same cycle with you. You know, they've been there and done that. So now they're wondering, like, what's going on? Like, their head's like spinning, and it's like, it's up to you to figure it out. And if you can't figure it out, then it's just not, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's leveling up, but not leveling up like you got to be on my level. Well, you got to be on my level. I'm just not resonating on a lower vibrational level. So it's not that your level's bad. It's just not where I want to be, right? So Max is shutting. So I notice a lot of you are jumping ship, or they're jumping ship, you know, leaving the past behind, moving forward. It's like changing the perspective, you know, because it was just time to jump ship. So that tells me that, you know, these energies had plenty of time to catch up, or to think about what they really wanted and what they didn't. And it must have felt like a game for a majority of you. Like, people were just playing games, you know, like they didn't care about your needs, you know, what you were expressing. It's just whatever suited them, you know. So it's people who have a hard time with change, you know, or they know what change will create, so they refuse to do it. And trust me, you don't want to, I'm speaking your story right now. Well, I know how cycles work, guys. I've been doing this for 3 years. You know what I'm saying? So I understand where you guys are at, a majority of you, where you guys are at. And whether it's malicious games or not, and I don't think everything was malicious. You know, I think it's just they get away with so much, you know, buying time. What can I get away with? What can I can't? Okay, well, this happened before, but, you know, we went back into it. All I had to do was smooth talk or give him or her a couple of days to cool off. And it's like, that was probably the worst thing you could have done instead of confronting it. And now you're just avoiding, you know, and now it's just like the way we jump ship was, I don't even need to explain to you why I'm out of this situation anymore. I don't need to explain to you why we're not going to be friends. I don't need to explain why things aren't going to be kosher. Because if you can't figure that out, you've been wasting my time and energy this entire time. You know, so if somebody can't step out of the comfort zone, stop. Because this has been a cycle. Multiple cycle over. You know, it's not just one cycle. You've repeated this pattern a few times, and it's the other person's negative patterns. You know what I mean? And before you were in that cycle with them, even though you weren't tolerating it, but yet you always went back without actually addressing the problem. Even if it was addressed, it wasn't solved. You know what I'm saying? Hi, sweetie pie. So I know exactly where a lot of you guys are at. Like, I get it. I know. You know, so jump ship. Do what you got to do. I can also tell that your energy is more balanced and grounded without that energy around, because their baggage is actually dragging you down because they want to avoid things instead of address it, you know, and that's just not going to cut it anymore. You're not dealing with, you know, a toddler that can't comprehend. They know exactly what they're doing. So it's tough on everybody, because in a way it's like everybody loses, but not really, especially for those who, you know, it's just like, you know, your energy is better, like when they're not around, when you're not interacting, you feel better. You know, it's not saying you would deal with an energy vampire per se and an awful person. It's just they're vibing at a lower level and you've had enough. And that's really what it comes down to, you know. So it's not like, fuck you, I'm done. If you're like the whole fuck you and agitated and frustrated, you haven't learned your lesson yet. You know what I'm saying? I think a majority, hey, sweetie, I think a majority of us have already been dealing with certain scenarios and cycles where it's up to you to really be like, all right, I can't do this with you anymore. You know, like enough's enough. So I think a lot of us try to keep certain friendships, and things are just different now. You know, it's friendships work both ways. Some people just want to remain friends, and it's like, it's not really possible, because even friendships have to level up and evolve and grow. I don't know why people think friendships have to stay the same, and there's no evolution there. You know, there's no, how can anything grow? How can your friendship get better? Like, if you're going to stop things and things are on your time clock, you're fucking screwed. You're better off getting out of this scenario. Even if it's a good person or not. Friends or not, guys. I know it sucks losing friends. But it's the same thing. I don't know why people think that you can get away with more shit and slack with a friendship, especially if you've already been like lovers or certain things, or you've had a past, or you have history, or it's not a thing. Friendships, whether it's platonic or not, still need to grow. So I think everyone's just at a point where, you know, is people are too worried about how other people are going to feel about other situations, or stopping their own, they're just stopping their own growth. You know, the lower level, it's got to go if they can't level up. And I know it sounds awful to say it like that, like they're not good enough, or you're like conceited and you know, queen bee, and you got to get to my level. I'm not trying to say it like that. I'm trying to say it as it's a vibrational level. Like, I think a majority of you got to the point, like, even hanging out was like draining. Like, what's the point anymore? Like, I'm not getting anything out of this. Like, you're getting something out of it because I'm still sitting here entertaining you. But me personally is getting nothing out of the scenario anymore. Like, to the point where you don't even want to have a friendship because they're just thinking about themselves. They're not addressing what you've addressed or what you want to talk about. You know, that's the type of vibrational level I'm talking about. All right, Bells, no worries. Drive safe. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people experience things like that. And a lot of you are still wrapping up karmics. And sometimes a lot of people in this karmic situation really think they can remain really good friends. And it's not a thing until something crash and burns again. Because you can't end a relationship. I'll give you an example. You can't have a breakup, okay? Say you broke up with somebody a year ago, and since then you started dating other people and doing this, and it's your kids' parents, your kid's father, okay? We'll use that for an example, like certain things that I went through and other people I know that went through things. You want to remain kosher. You want to co-parent. But what I'm seeing, it's still karmic, because you have this group of people that thinks by them staying friends and we can still talk about this and we can still do that, and every time a problem comes up, I'm going to cater to the other person, or make sure, or I'm going to lie about this because I don't want them to find out about this, because I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, or I don't want them to think I moved on too quick, or, you know what I'm saying? There's multiple excuses that people make. And because you break up, right? And then someone starts seeing someone else, or the scenario changes, and then you come up with all those excuses. I know I just repeated myself, but you still want to remain close and friends, and this, you can't. It is physically, it's not a thing. You can co-parent, and once things crash and burn and you guys, you know, go through your shit without trying to make somebody else feel better or go about it in a more delicate way, then you're good. You know what I mean? Like, then you can grow upon a new type of partnership, and then from there you can co-parent. So if you think you're just going to take yourself out of a situation, break up, and then try to please other people by lying or catering to them, you're still in a karmic, unhealthy relationship. And you're getting yourself nowhere. The relationship, you know, is dead. It's over. There's no going back. But yet you're still dependent on each other. You might as well fucking still be sleeping together. You might as well still live together. Like, honestly, you're doing everything that people do as a couple because you don't want to be real and you don't want to be honest with each other about things because you don't want to hurt somebody else. That's the type of karmic situation we're seeing on the board, and it's not going to cut it. Like, there has to be a crash and burn. And if you can't figure out how to do it yourself, the universe will interfere and they will make sure lies come out, certain things get exposed. They will make sure you need to be where you need to be. And at that point, you might lose things because you learned the hard way. You know what I mean? Along the way. But everybody learns differently. So this type of karmic situation this year was different than the karmic pattern like a year or two before that. You know, this is where everyone still wants, oh, we're just, you know, and people trying to prove things to themselves. Yeah, I know I'm right. Well, she or he sounds right, but I'm going to continue to tell he or she that they're wrong because you're trying to prove a point to yourself. Stop trying to prove a fucking point to yourself, dude. Suck it up.
Wow.
You know? Yeah.
So here's what I have to offer for $5. I can give you $1 and some candy. So let me know what you think about this deal because...
Oh, let me look at the candy.
Yeah, you can look at the candy if you want.
Is this chewable?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, I don't like those. I have fear. Do you have any more of these?
Yeah, I have one more.
Is it watermelon or cherry?
It's another green.
Is it orange? Just another green?
Yeah.
And this looks like it's got too much moisture in it. So,
are you just guessing?
like, you clearly see it.
It's a little bit wet.
Yes, that's moisture.
Yeah, you know.
All right, so yeah.
That's gonna be pretty good though.
All right.
Yeah, was that good?
Yeah, but you gotta do something else. But you can have the $5 right now.
Yeah. You still want that candy or no?
I don't want that.
No.
Be careful you don't choke on that. What else do you have chewable for candy?
I have another Tootsie Roll.
I'll take it.
Okay. And I have like $200 somewhere. I'm currently looking for them though.
I'm not crazy about like plain Tootsie Rolls, but I love the artificial flavored ones. Yeah.
Yeah, it's another green.
Okay, you know what?
Another green.
You can have it because I got this canker that I can't kick.
Is it good?
It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
It's good though or no?
It's good. Mm-hmm. Okay. But it's melted and sticky and I got canker sore. Have you talked to Dad about camping? All right, I'll reach out to him.
Okay.
All right, I love you.
All right, good. Mom was good.
Yeah, mine's good too. Love you. So, oh, he's growing so big now, guys. Hey, buddy. Come here a minute. Yeah. I don't think he will. Hey. Can we just look in the camera real quick and say hi to everybody? It's part of the deal. He's going to say hi to you. They're like, his voice is so deep now. They haven't seen you in years. You got to show your face. It's part of the deal.
Hello.
You got to smile. Say hi.
I said hi.
Got to get down low. Get to the level and say hi.
Okay.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
Max is playing with your box.
Now you only got to earn $3.
Okay.
Cat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Max, don't ruin that box. No. No. I got to take that back to UPS. No. I got to return that. Thank you. I know. So much fun. I will find you another box. I promise. Thank you. I'm so sorry. So sorry, baby. This one has to go back. I ordered a pair of shoes that I returned. Oh my God, they grow up so quick. I know, right? So crazy. The amount of hair he's got on his body is nuts. Got a little mustache growing in. But anywho, just no matter what it is you're going through, I mean, just hang in there, do what's best for you. If it's meant to be, it will meant to be. That person will vibrationally level up, you know. And that's that. So, now that there's a little more of you, do you remember what read I came on real quick and I was like, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. That's who saying, put anybody down. I literally, like, the board was still, I might be able to, oh, no. I was going to say on a thumbnail. It was Gemini. What was Gemini about? Microsoft. Oh, he did it. Let me just check because that just came to me. Virgo. See, I was thinking it might be Virgo. I want to say it came in both videos though, but I want to see the initial.
Welcome. I want to see Gemini. For some reason, I already split the deck, but wanted me to do it again. So, Gemini. Third week in July 2021. Gemini, staying alive.
So I probably brought it up in Gemini. Virgo, the last 2 weeks.
Did you ever have that feeling where something?
You guys' read is not throwing me off.
Welcome. This is the week of Virgo. And I said to myself, I wasn't going to start it until I was ready because I didn't want it to overlap Taurus. But then the song came to me. Hey, with the monkeys, people say we monkey around.
Okay, so it's Virgo. It says communication coming in to ground a situation. So that doesn't, okay, so it's communication, but what does the song have to do? All right, so it's Virgo. For 3 weeks now, Virgos, they're coming in as like different, I don't know if it's King of Swords. That everyone comes in differently all the time, no matter what, sun sign you are. But for 3 weeks, Virgo's like, I feel like it's like on point with like the collective. I don't know how to, John Travolta and Gemini. Maybe, yeah, but I do know it came up again in one of the reads. And when I first came on here again, it was like what came in again, which would make sense because I'm talking to the collective, right? So that would make sense. So I think a lot of people are in Virgo energy and I don't even know what to do with Virgo energy. I think sometimes my Virgos don't even know what to do with their Virgo energy, So I don't know. So let's do a collective. The whole reason for me kind of telling you what I've been seeing in the cards the last couple weeks is because I'm kind of hoping it doesn't come up in the read, but it is what it is. So I don't know how, I mean, the monkeys sang it, right? So, hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. Let's see if it pops up the song for me. The Monkeys. What's the name of the song now? The lyrics. Full lyrics. Not tell me the name of the song now. Yeah, we come walking down the street. Funniest looks we meet. Hey, we're the monkeys. People say I'm too busy singing. And put anybody down. So uplifted. We're just trying to be friendly with a young generation, and we've got something to say. I haven't really seen anything generational come on the board, except, so it's actually called Hey with the Monkeys. Oh, okay. One of the Patreon extended was kids. Lots of kids. Everyone had fucking kids. Kids everywhere. Kids. Good afternoon. Mia just texted me. Good morning. And then I'm going to toss my phone so it doesn't distract me. What bridge were they on? I don't know. I don't even know what movie you're talking about. Hey. All right, so let's see. Let's see where we're at. So we're just going to do a collective. Staying alive. Staying alive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, so we'll start with the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands. Okay, so this is either conflicts or... See, somebody's ships were in, and the ship is sailing. See, this is exactly why I was like, someone's jumping ship. Because the Three of Wands comes, and then the Four of Wands, now you got the Five of Wands, right? The ships were coming in, but this is going out. You know what I'm saying? Like so there was already an opportunity here, and now everybody's arguing. Are you arguing over money because there's a treasure chest here, or is it just too many people in the picture? I think that's what's going on. There's just too many people's opinion. There's arguing, there's bickering, whether it's fighting. There's a lot of family stuff going on right now. And it's... Hey, if you're going to keep trying to solve problems the way you used to solve problems, you're going to keep getting to the Five of Wands. And that's facts. Can't cuss. So now you got somebody here who's in love but is grumpy as shit. Okay. And this King of Cups is wondering if there's competition. Now, if they're not wondering if there's competition, because this is confliction. So if they're not wondering if there's actual competition, they already know there's competition. There's an argument. Because he's got that grumpy ass face looking right over here. Right? But the King of Cups also represents someone being in their feelings and somebody being in love. But again, he's staring right up at the Five of Wands, so he's frustrated. So again, with Justice here, there could be some type of karmic situation. Okay. We've had a lot of court things coming out in the reads, especially in the extendeds. So if you guys are dealing with any type of traditional things going on, anything to do with anything legal, something is going to go fair and just. Now, when justice comes out too, right, something is going to be fair and just. Again, she's looking in this direction, so I'm not really sure what that's pertaining to. The Two of Swords. So somebody's going to make a decision regarding a situation. I think a majority of you already jumped ship. Now, when you jump ship, did this person like, okay, I got to jump ship? See, I don't think so. We have multiple energy here. So karmically, someone's about to make the right decision though and get themselves out of a karmic situation. What is this? The Empress with the Five of Wands. So this is arguing. She might have competition. She might be dating. She might have been keeping lies, or she's just bickering about petty shit because she does not want to lose a battle. Whether she is doing it intentionally or not, like this is jealousy. We have jealousy here too that came in strong the other day with one of these reads with the same combo. Because if an Empress has self-worth, okay, they're not going to fucking bicker and argue with you until you're blue in the face and want to win and play games and manipulate, emotionally manipulate. They're not going to do that, right? So this is someone who likes to pick fights or bring something up to fight, but then pull it back, not want to fight, and not be confrontational. But at the same time, If she's being non-confrontational, I don't see that right this second. If she is, because an Empress would be sometimes, and just say, fuck this and jump ship. Again, it has to do with the past. This came in either Libra or Aries. My fire signs had like the toughest reads this week, like physically, emotionally, mentally, were my strong fire suits, sun, moon, rising. So arguing about the past, a past person, a past situation, it's like the same fucking argument keeps coming up between certain people. And it's want to know why? Because someone else is feeding it or not speaking the truth. You know, this is why I'm saying, like, you gotta raise your vibration. You can't continuously interact with this shit. Now the King of Cups is now 8 of Swords. Does not know what to do. Once again, we have the King of Cups that's confused, that's mentally feels trapped, imprisoned, and is pissed off at this energy. So there's obviously arguing. And if this hasn't happened, it probably will. I'll give you a little tidbit. I haven't been watching tarot here and there, but I have been. And with certain cards that come out with me myself, with just all Zodiacs, I'm like, oh, all right. And then listening off and on for like the last week or two, I'm like, oh, that won't happen to me. There's no way. And then next thing you know, I was like, holy shit. Like, I literally put myself in that situation, not in a mean thing. Like, I don't even know, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, it's just like, you wouldn't even see it coming, right? Now, I think whatever is going on here, it might be a karmic situation. You're fully aware of this argument. And if that's why I just said to you, if this doesn't really resonate, there might be something here where within a day or two, it might click in for you, because it's here, it's on the board, right? So I don't know if this energy is constantly causing interference, because it's a card of interference. You don't get here unless somebody else is talking shit. I don't know how other readers want to read their cards, but you don't get here unless you physically put yourself here because you're constantly in a negative thinking pattern, or somebody is causing interference. That's it. That's how you get there, right? So can't put the blame on anybody else. Stop listening to lousy advice. Stop listening to people who have a fucking opinion. Stop not doing things because other people might get pissed off. So now you have a masculine here that seems angry. There's some arguing, there's some bickering, and it's something from the past. Why? Probably, Shannon, probably because it's something you swept under the rug. Because this is an argument about the past. A past person or a past situation or something you've already fucking argued over. You know? It's like, let it go. Fix the fucking problem. This is sweeping shit under the rug. Not talking about it. Not addressing shit. This is avoiding. And now it's like, here we go again. Here we go again. Shannon, you just cracked me up. You just pulled me to, not How High. That was a good movie too. Half Baked. I know. If you ever seen Half Baked though, calls them B. So you broke the energy up a little. That was nice. Okay, so you do have somebody that is in love, okay, with someone from the past, or the person they're arguing with. 6 of Cups is all past, you know? So it's like, are you really doing this again? Are you really arguing over the same shit? Why don't you draw the fucking sand in the line, whoever this read is for? Like, put people in their place, because ultimately at the end of the day, you come first. And right now, you're not coming first. Right now, you're listening to what other people are saying, other people's opinion. You're worried about your kids. The 6 of Cups is your past, or it's kids. The Empress can have kids. There's no question. Your kids could be arguing. You could be arguing over the kids. You could be arguing over whatever. But the argument is pretty intense if the King of Cups is in the Eight of Swords energy, right? It's not just normal bickering. So if you're fighting about the kids, this is an energy that clearly is running their mouth or saying something, because it keeps interfering with this person's next move, right? Unless you're dealing with multiple people that won't move forward in life because they think other things need to get solved before they can move forward, which will never happen. You know, that's why we have karma here. That's why we have justice. There's no balance here. So this is karma. You have to make a decision to get out of this scenario. And that's that. Someone else didn't put you here. You put yourself here by choosing to stay here. Nine of Pentacles. Have that confidence and move on. That's exactly what I just said. You have to stand up. You got to draw the line. Like, that's it. People are holding each other back here. Max, really? I love you too, but this is like, again, come on, skedaddle. Scoot, scoot. All right. I love you too. Six of Pentacles. There's justice. There's money's coming into play here too. This is the major arcana and the minor arcana for balance. But this is about confidence, independence. Like so there's lack of self-worth here. You know? And you're not going to have that balance, that calm feeling until you make a decision. See, someone's not talking either. What's that? The Three of Wands. This is initially where your ships are in. But this is having foresight, or there's too many people in the picture. But this is about your future. So it's a big decision. But whatever this is, you already see. Right? So if you already see better things, why are you going to stay blinded and stay in this situation? You know? You're only doing it to yourself. Four of Cups. Yeah, see, you bought time. You wasted time. This is somebody who wanted to do something on their time clock. Okay? And now you missed an opportunity. It's the first thing I said when this card came out. Your ship left. Someone jumped ship. Okay? And you can't blame someone else for jumping ship, because your lower vibrational energy was bringing other situations down, and it had nothing to do with them. So there's a good chance there was, other people in the picture, and somebody didn't figure out how to balance certain things in their life. And lies, the truth is a constant argument. You keep arguing about or the same shit, something about the past or the children. But this is karmic. So this is not the first time you've had this conversation. This is an argument that continuously comes up regarding the same thing, whether it's money, children, other people, cheating, lies. This is not the first time, we just started having this argument. No, it's not. This is interfering with something else. And somebody clearly missed an opportunity because they chose to battle something that was already dead. Why do you keep coming back? See, you have somebody that's clingy. You have somebody that just won't leave. That somebody that they just want attention. They're just seeking attention. It's, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how else to explain it. It seems to be the feminine in a lot of the reads, somebody's ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, or a child that just won't leave the scene. Okay, it's making sure that they're top priority, and they weren't top priority at one point, or they were top priority, and this is what's causing this because there's been a loss over here with another scenario. I'm not going to lie to you. Do you guys ever watch Soul Source Tarot? Remember, I had never watched her, and we were laughing because I was channeling her one day and I was reading like her, so I started watching her here and there. I think it was like over a month ago. I listened to her for about 4 days and I finally got fed up, not with her. I got fed up with the storyline because it was my storyline. She literally one day was like, this fucking Empress, when is this Empress gonna fucking go away? And I was dying laughing because I was like, I don't know your name. I think it's Jennifer. I'm like, I'm going through the same shit. Like, you're telling my story that I've been telling for months. So what I did last week, here's Max again. What I did last week was go and watch another one of her videos. And it was very, it was kind of similar. The Empress was like still reversed. She wasn't giving the Empress a hard time anymore, but it's the same storyline. And I only watch so many tarot readers, and to me, I have to stop listening because it's very frustrating as a reader because I've been telling the same story off and on for months and months and months. That's because you got clingy ass fucking people who are not learning their fucking lessons, and they're not stepping out of their comfort zone, and they're staying in situations for the wrong fucking reasons. And people are pulling away from it. I just pictured like taffy, right? It's like they stretched, like I'm seeing taffy. So it's like they bought time for months and months and months and kept playing and playing. Like, I don't even know how to explain what I'm seeing. Clearly, I'm struggling. But this is another scenario like that. You know, she's been reading almost the same story for 4 months. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not the only reader. Like, this is how energy works, guys. Whatever is karmically most potent in astrology, it's going to be the same thing. It's just going to play out differently for other people. And what it bottoms down to is literally self-worth and self-respect, and taking yourself out of a certain scenario that you know is dead. You're lying about certain stuff. You're holding on for wrong reasons. You don't want other people to feel sad, or you don't want people to be like, bottom line, self-worth. Or you're choosing to not evolve in your own life, which is only going to hold back your family and whomever it is you're dealing with. But until you guys figure that out, us readers are stuck reading this. And the one person I love watching, and she is on point, is Your Angelic Karma. And she was the first one I've ever watched, and I still watch here and there. And here comes fucking Max again. She's been telling the same story too. She even said something. She's like, this is why readers quit and blah, 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 blah. She's like, I'm not going to quit. She's like, but I'm telling you right now, she's like, this person doesn't know their self-worth. Why would you even want to be with somebody who's insecure? So is that why you're staying with this woman? Because she's insecure and she can't take care of herself, and you feel bad because she doesn't have friends, family, or anybody else? Guess what? She created that whole scenario because before you guys were a fucking unit, did she have friends? Did she have family? Was she happy? And now all of a sudden you can't leave her because she doesn't have it anymore? Somebody can't let go, and the other person is allowing that person to feed. And then the other person that's probably meant to be or came into the picture is gone because she can't deal with vibrating on their level and their bullshit because the masculine or the feminine couldn't step up and actually be honest about what was happening. That's their own lack of security. It's like feeding the fire. It's like misery loves fucking company. You know what? Let them two deserve each other. Like, honestly, stop vibrating with people like this, because that is a lesson here. To me, you already jumped ship. It's clear. They already lost the opportunity. So if this person actually makes a decision because they now know it's lost and it's gone and the balance is off and it's not the same reaction as it used to be, or, oh my gosh, I can't repeat the same pattern, or I can't wait for her to text or reach out or do this, And they're probably thinking she's just here. She is pissed off. Nah. She was pissed off 6 months ago when she had this conversation with you. This is a loss. And if somebody wants it back, they need to level up. And it's not because that person is magnificent and queen bee or king. It's, you got to level up on a whole nother fucking vibration, because this vibration is what tore them two apart, whether they were friends or lovers. That's the bottom line. She's back, but she never left. They're not sleeping together. They're not doing stuff like that. I'm sure there's stuff like flirting. There's stuff, I'm constantly seeing stuff in the last couple months, right? But she's back because they have kids or they're married and they're going through a divorce. Or I could tell in the cards like a week or two ago, like there was a finality coming up and they were just going through like the last minute, like the logistics, panning things out. Like if they're not already divorced, it will happen soon for this group. Or they were never even married and they just have children. Or was a boss, but you are a lover. You know what I'm saying? That those are the three scenarios. So unless you were just dealing with a player, because there's been plenty of them going on too. People that were in and out and they give you what you want and then they take it back. And then you do your little thing, you go, they pull you back in. It's like dealing with somebody who's got fucking bipolar. Like you can literally watch them throughout the fucking months come at you a different way. And I don't even think you guys are saying anything. You're just sitting watching it fucking happen. Because I think you got to the point where you want to recognize and see so much shit so you can really be like, yeah, I don't want this back. You know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing. You're not dealing with somebody who was probably an ass. You were probably dealing with somebody who had an amazing connection, because that's been coming through strong too. Hi. But not making choices.
Sheldon's in defense mode.
When there's a better fit. It's that simple. Someone always has to lose and someone wins. You want to be the winner or you want to be the fucking loser? You're going to continue to be the loser because somebody else doesn't want to see you move forward? Might as well stick a big L on your fucking forehead. I'd rather be the winner. See ya. Hey, babe.
You want to help me?
With what?
Sheldon.
What's wrong with him?
He's just in defense mode. I don't know what to do.
He's in fence mode?
Yeah, he's in defense mode.
What do you mean?
You want to come help me real quick?
No, I'm live on YouTube. What do you mean?
Oh, can you just come get him?
Just bring him to me.
Oh, he looks a little bit dangerous. I don't want to get him.
He looks dangerous.
Yeah, give him a little kick to the shell, and then, all defensive. Because he was under me while I was playing.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is he just nervous?
I don't know what he's doing.
Like if he's in his shell, he's nervous.
I'm going to head back out. Everybody's moving again. Offline.
Well, you could do that too. I'll just put him right here and he'll make his way back to you. You guys want to see Sheldon? Say hi, buddy. He is getting so big. Guys, this camera does no justice. Like, he's huge. He really is a big, it still does no justice. He's bigger than me. He's so cute. He's so cute. All right. Go for it. So, oh yeah, you can be the winner or you can be the loser. And I hate to use that terminology like that, but someone wins and someone loses. The person that loses is karmic in the wrong anyway, because they had plenty of chances to opt out of a situation or see something, but they chose to keep the blindfold on too. They chose to play games. They allowed competition. The other person allowed competition too, because at one point, everybody was playing. So somebody really did miss a beautiful opportunity with somebody who was probably the perfect match. And I think this person realizes it. They knew this person was part of their future. They just didn't want to make a decision because it probably hurt someone else. That's life, guys. You know, whether you have kids with them, whether you're married or not, like, that's life. Are you literally going to stay in a scenario where you're not happy and you know it's dead and over? You're going to continue to let this energy interfere with your own happiness and what you want? You're trying to solve problems from the past that can't be solved because you guys can't grow, because you're stuck on the same problems, the same issues. When you don't talk about it and you avoid it, it gets swept under the rug. These are two people where it's dead and over, and they rely on each other still. It is very unhealthy. They're each other's comfort still. And it's like, bleh, bleh. That's not fucking co-parenting. That's karmic. It's unhealthy. It's toxic. It's draining. So somebody missed an opportunity here because of whatever this is. This is arguing about money or kids or whoever else came into the picture. I understand not making a decision is not making a decision is a choice. Yeah. You want to know what happened there, Brandy? They lost somebody. You're dealing with somebody who didn't make a choice because they wanted to have their cake and eat it too. I choose me. They didn't choose them. That's not self-worth. That's arrogance. No, I know what you're saying, but I want to make it for everybody else who needs to understand that. I guarantee there's been plenty of you. I'm not making a choice. I'm going to stay single. I'm going to do this. No, that's arrogance. That's the easy way out. That's bullshit. That's lack of self-respect. That's lack of confidence. That is everything you don't want to be. And I'm going to fucking call you all out. I'm going to choose me. That's not choosing you. You didn't want to argue with this one. You didn't want to argue with this one. But you still wanted them both around because they both gave you comfort. Get me going. I've been in that scenario. Can you tell? Can you tell? Fucking, nope, sorry. See you later. Fucking coward. This person knows exactly what they want. They want the person they lost. Because they've known this whole entire time that this person was part of their future. But they chose the past. And now they're arguing again. Karma. I don't know if they kept thinking it was going to get better and better and better. They stayed in it for the kids. They stayed in it for the money. They stayed in it for all the wrong reasons. Stability. If you go and watch Leo, was it Leo or Sag? I think it was Sag. This one woman that was holding on, it wasn't love. It was money. It was security. It was comfort. If it's not money, it's comfort. It's their comfort zone. Why? Because you got two clingy ass fucking people that are still in a very unhealthy situation. I guarantee if he or she, whoever met somebody first, would be like, bye. But yet because somebody else met somebody else first, that person has more of a heart and didn't want to hurt this person. But if the shoe was reversed, she would have fucking said, don't let the door kick you in the ass on the fucking way out. That's what she would have said. And because people are dealing with stuff from their past, it makes it even more complicated. That's just a lot more karma. But that's karma you can't avoid. You brought that person in, figure it out. Did you think it was going to be all fucking Skittles and rainbows? Because you brought them in for the wrong reasons anyway. You can't say it was for the right reasons because you haven't done jack shit to fix it. I can call out this energy all day because I've been in this situation. And these people knew exactly what they were doing. This isn't making mistakes. This is two motherfuckers. This is misery loves company. So now, when this person wants to circle back around, what type of conversation are you guys actually going to have? Because now you're on two different levels. You're over it. You're already, like, you don't even feel the loss because it's not even a loss to you anymore. Because you've been over it. Because this person had multiple chances and opportunities to solve and fix things and talk and conversate with you, and they chose not to. You know what I'm saying? So what are you guys really going to talk about? Even if you're friends. What do you have to talk about? Because even friendships have to grow. And they can't grow if you can't evolve. If you're not watering it and you're too busy watering something that's fucking dead and wilted and dried up. There's not even a shot for it to grow again. You know? And then not making certain moves because you have family, that's the worst thing you can do. Because you're basically not teaching your children anything. You're teaching your children to hold on to something that's fucking toxic. That's not growth. You're confusing your children even more if they're younger. You know, it's for certain people to figure it out. And you're dealing with two smart people. I think everybody was smart. People just don't want to acknowledge it or hurt other people and move on. You weren't dealing with somebody who was naive or stupid. You know, you had two people that just don't know how to fucking let go. But it's not love that you're holding on to. It's not. You think it is, but where's the love? Think about it. What do you love about this person? You probably want to forgive them and certain stuff, and it's petty. It's pity, not petty. It's both. It's more pity. Stop pitying somebody. They put themselves there. This is misery loves company all day. And this is somebody who missed out on a beautiful opportunity and it's gone. And you're still arguing with the karmic. Where the fuck has that got you in the last year? Where have you gotten? And even if you went through a divorce or the kids moved out because we had older kids, you still got nowhere. So for a year, you've gotten nowhere because you still depended on each other. And you're still trying to depend on each other by not hurting one another or not speaking the fucking truth. It's awful. That's a whole year that you could have went in a whole new direction. And somebody had somebody. If you guys were both perfect and in the perfect pair, other people wouldn't have came into the picture. It doesn't work that way. You know, when somebody starts texting somebody else or sleeping with somebody else or behind your back, it's done. Relationships that are soulmates and life partnerships, you don't have that. You don't have the sneakiness. It's just you don't. What you have is contentment and comfort. That was the hardest thing. When I went through my divorce, everyone's like, you know, what's the hardest thing? Losing your comfort. It wasn't love. You lost your comfort. You know, there's two people who don't want to step out of their comfort zone. They just rely on each other. It's sad because there's children here. You're not teaching your children anything. You think you are by not arguing in front of them or doing things a certain way. No. Your children are old enough. They're seeing all this shit go down. Just get it done all at once. Nip it in the butt. Be honest. Yeah, there's a lot of money scenarios here. I've been seeing that for a long time. It's security. Even if two people are making their own good money, it's probably even more of a reason why it's hard for them to step out of their comfort zone because they can rely on each other if something falls back. You know what I mean? It's security, and it's security in the wrong ways. It's comfort and financial security. And the comfort, there's no love. There's no love. It's just comfort. It's routine. That's all it is. It's routine. You miss the routine because you're used to it. Start a new routine. So yeah, someone's going to be pissed off. But you've done nothing in the last year. And you lost somebody. You lost somebody that was probably great. Can you have it back? I don't know at this point. I've been watching this cycle go for a year. You literally got somebody else over here, whether she was whoever this missed opportunity with male or female. I don't know if you can have that back. I've been watching this for over a year, like I just said. Like, she's been putting in effort, and it's like, no, you know, the vibration is different now. Like, this energy did nothing. The only, like, I think this chick or guy finally realized, like, as long as it's satisfying him and it's going his way, it's like good. Like every time you brought something up or you wanted to talk about something, you wanted to take it to the next level, it got shut down or it didn't even get addressed. You know how I feel. But that's ego too. You know, I think a lot of us are just like, like, I don't know how to explain it. I think it's a loss at this point because this person knows that they knew and they still did nothing. They knew that they were holding on to the past when it was interfering with the present moment or the future, and they still did nothing. They had golden opportunity after golden opportunity. They still did nothing. You know, I don't see growth. They're still arguing. And the King of Cups still has restrictions. Like, what the actual fuck? So, if somebody was to even hit you up and this is your story, why would I don't even understand what you would want with this energy anymore. This energy was literally bringing you down. Like, you weren't happy with this energy for a while now. What was this Four of Cups? Because somebody already jumped ship. They took themselves out of this scenario. You got the Snake. Nope, this is her blocking it. Competition, clever, malicious, looking over your shoulder, the other woman. So this was her that blocked that. She's still blocking it. So now this man needs to cut through this barrier. So he's still not cutting through barriers. He still hasn't accepted that it's over. Like, it's over. Even if they got a divorce, they still have not accepted that it's over. I don't know how to explain it. And I don't mean to have a smirk on my face, but it's like, what are you missing? What are you not seeing? I think the person you're dealing with is intelligent enough to know they keep making foolish decisions and mistakes. They're aware that they keep repeating patterns, and it's negative patterns. So you're dealing with somebody who's fucking arrogant and probably smug and probably won't own that. They'll probably tell you you're dead wrong to your face all fucking day. Do you even know the definition of someone that's smug? Because they're going to, why? They're going to throw you off. All right, you little clown ass. Okay? So they missed an opportunity because of this snake. This woman up here, whether she's a snake or not, one way or another, she was clever. She didn't like the competition. She was envious. She could have been malicious. She didn't like to look over her shoulder. She didn't like that somebody else was in the picture. She didn't like that somebody slept with somebody else. It's jealousy. Blech. And this one, this masculine, fed off of it. That's so cute. Well, you know what? You just lost somebody that was the perfect match for you because of some fucking, this empress that has no self-value, puts herself right in the middle of something. Oh, I want this back. I want another chance. No, the fuck you don't. That's jealousy. You just don't like that. You went back to somebody. This person went back to somebody from their past. Probably not the first time it's happened, because this is what the argument's about if it's not about money right now, this week. The same old shit. And if it's not because of her, it's over the children. But this Four of Cups is a missed opportunity with somebody that you were paired up with. Okay? So for you to realize that the grass is greener on the other side, because somebody thought they were still sitting in the green fucking grass. Okay? So you lost an opportunity because you let the Empress have control. And you're probably dealing with somebody who loves control. Okay? And they're like, no way did she have control. You got her all wrong. You have her pegged wrong. The fuck I do. I've been reading this story for a fucking year. The fuck I do not have this chick pegged wrong. She's like a stage 5 fucking clinger. She's very smart and strategic. And this other energy, for the longest time, didn't even pick up on it, how smart and strategic this chick was. She used emotional manipulation. She used children. She just, do you really want to go in that direction? She's fucking smart. And this one, because they've been king of the fucking castle for so long. They for 1 second, there's no way she's smarter than me. The fuck she's not. Because she just blocked a kick-ass fucking opportunity. And you, as a masculine, allowed her to block your future. And the one that, this chick, whoever she was that stepped out of it, her person will come along. And it won't be this person, especially if they don't learn. There's more than one fucking soulmate. Trooper loops. It'll be much easier for her the next time around, that's for sure. Because the story I've been reading for over a year, she took herself out of the scenario plenty of times, gave this person plenty of opportunity, spiritual like us, learned life lessons, been through hell and back. And she tolerated more than enough. So if this one thinks they can come in and have another conversation about something they already conversated about for the last fucking 12 to fucking 24 months, he's fucking on crack. If he can't step up his level to the vibration she's on, this lovers, this boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever this was for you guys, friendship, done, gone. Because even a friendship needs to grow. This came to a halt because somebody was feeding something that was already dead, and they didn't want somebody to know that they were right about a situation. It's like proving a point. You know what that is? It's fucking ego. Get over it. Suck it up, dude. Suck it up. What the fuck? If you found the love of your life, what the fuck are you doing letting somebody else interfere with that? Kid's mother or father or not, what the fuck are you doing? This person needed to feel that loss, apparently. So I don't know if this is going to make it back together or not. Because if this person hasn't figured it out by now, they've already lost it. They're not going to figure it out. This is someone who chooses to sit next to the rock and suck their fucking thumb. See what I'm saying? You're dealing with somebody smart, not stupid. They had plenty of opportunities to fix this and they chose not to. And don't forget, they chose themselves, remember? You don't think your spirit guides of the universe knows what the fuck you're up to? I mean, come on. It doesn't take a fucking genius to figure that shit out, you know? So there's a good chance that won't come back around and you'll get who's meant for you to have, or this person will get on your vibrational level and they're going to put an end to this because they finally realize they can't repeat the same pattern with you and they want you in their life. And others of you, you're just going to say, fuck this shit. And to be honest with you, I think this woman's been fucking around lately. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been seeing that too. Way too many people in the picture. Oh, she would never do that. But this bitch been fucking around. She's not that type. Oh, no. Mums don't get horny. Get the fuck out of here. Something is about to go down. It really is. Like it's going to be exposed. And I think it's more on her side than it is him having to. That it's going to be like a double loss for him. Because he chose to stay with something that was already dead. He chose to stay loyal to somebody that wasn't loyal to him. It was a different type of loyalty. There was no love. It was routine. It was comfort. You have children. You have history. Who gives a fuck? You still also have a fucking life to live. So, I'll give you a possible outcome for all four of these, but it doesn't look so bright. I'll tell you that. Because somebody won't draw the line. Somebody already drew the line, took themselves out of an equation. They don't even care to fucking discuss it anymore because it's nauseating. It's like, you can't be that fucking stupid, okay? Because I know you're not at this point, you know? It's like you don't even want to argue with the person. Don't even feel the need to talk to the person. Don't feel the need to even hang out with the person anymore because you outgrew it. You know, unfortunately. Somebody had umpteen times to step up and they still chose to restrict themselves. You know, it is sad. You have another one they're arguing over the kids, or they're arguing over, what is this, 6 of Cups, or they're arguing over another person from the past. and it's consistent arguing. You know, you got a man that's in love elsewhere, but yet is choosing restriction. The high priestess, here you go. There's you guys. There you are right there. Spiritual, aware, awaken. You're not foolish. You've been celibate. You've had fun. This is the true high priestess. You don't fuck with the high priestess. They keep arguing over the same chick that they've been arguing over. So while you jump ship and your energy level is vibrating on another level, and you're just like, if it comes back great. If they want to match my vibration, great, I'll give it a shot. Obviously, you guys were two peas in a pod, right? But instead of owning the fucking truth and just drawing the fucking line in the sand, they're still arguing over you. And you're not even in the fucking picture anymore. They're not picking up on lessons. They're allowing other energy to drag them down, weigh them down, stress them out. They're not picking up on lessons. That's it. They've had plenty of time to address issues and tell the truth, and they're not. So I'm telling you, if you were this other woman or man and you had a soulmate and you were going through all this for the last year with this person, it probably feels like a little bit of a loss, but not like that, because you've tried so many times. It's not like it was, you didn't try the same way you tried with people from the past. You'd already learned lessons. You were the high priestess. You already knew how to go about something the right way. So you attempted plenty of times, and now you're just at the point where, you know what, it's like, then it's not meant to be, or, you know, I wish you the best. No ill intent, but I'm fucking out of this shit. And good thing you are. And if you haven't jumped ship, you're about to. Because who wants to hang out with this energy that's arguing with other people over you, over children, over money, over shit that just could simply be addressed, but they keep lying about it. That's not right. You got it all wrong. I'm sorry you think that way. I don't want you to be mad at me. Like, who does this person think they are? Do they think they're the fucking king shit and sit on the fucking throne? You really think this person thinks they have that much pull? This person's that cocky or conceited? I don't think so. Their ego's in the way, you know, but you took yourself out of the equation and they're still arguing over you. And for some of you, if you like, this doesn't resonate, this will real quick. Say somebody hit you up out of the blue, or a guy or a girl that you knew from kindergarten or preschool, or let's not go that young, old enough where you kissed and you had feelings, right? Middle school, high school, college. And this person looked you up on social media, or they came across a photo as they cleaned out storage, or they went to their parents' house, say someone passed away and they're cleaning out, and they came across all these photos. I guarantee if you have still not talked to this person, they're arguing with their wife right now over you. And you might not even be aware of it. My ex-husband, they could be arguing about me right now, and I might not even be aware of it. It's like clashing because shit never gets addressed. If you know somebody loves somebody else and wants to be with somebody else, but this energy just doesn't want to let go because they don't want to lose. There's no love. They just don't want to lose. And the other person has a heart of gold. But he or she, the depiction on my card is a he. He's not learning either. He's not picking up. But he's so smart and intelligent. And he thinks the right way to go about things is not hurting who came first. Well, who really came first, if we want to go there? Because you're arguing over somebody who came before her. Stop this petty shit, guys. It's draining. It's stopping your life. You're stopping your life. And if you guys try to still remain friends, that friendship is not even together anymore, because friendships still need to grow. So a lot of us are like, we remain friends with certain people, and it's like you got to a point where you can't even do that anymore. You've outgrew the friendship. because somebody kept you in this fucking shitty scenario. So, possible outcome for the Empress and the Five of Wands and whoever this mama is. The Nine of and the Ace of Fire reversed. So there's no drive, there's no passion, there's no anything. She's expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless night, having trouble, anxiety, stressed out, whether he's aware of it or not. Because she doesn't like that there's competition, or she doesn't like that somebody else in the picture, or she doesn't like that something's not going in her direction. You know? So see what the possible scenarios for this King of Cups. That feels trapped and restricted, but he's only restricting himself. He wants a renewal with the Seven of Air. So the Seven of Air reversed, but this was plans need to be revised. More going on than meets the eye. And then renewal. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. So if this person, like I said, can actually step up to your vibration and get themselves out of this scenario, this same pattern they keep repeating over and over, month after month after month, they can actually have something beautiful. So there's still an opportunity, like I said, because there was like two peas in a pod. Again, that person's already gone. So they're still hoping they can have that. This is saying the universe is kind of saying it's not too late. So they're going to have to really step their game up if they even want part of that anymore. And it's not because she's a princess or she's a queen or she's an empress. It's because she deserves that fucking respect. Possible outcome for justice. Something's going down there. Like all shit's about to fucking break loose there. It's fucking karmic and there's arguing. Strength and it's reversed, right? So there needs to be courage here. Release harsh judgments, forgiveness, and compassion. So something karmically, justice is out, is going to go in someone's direction. You guys will either end up back together and she'll be out of the picture, or you will karmically get what you deserve because it's going this way and he doesn't have that opportunity to renew anything because he didn't own what he needed to own. But the thing is, the Seven of Swords is reversed, so that's things being exposed. So maybe this person is exposing things. That's why they're arguing and they're trying to make it in this direction. The thing about that is that if that person's doing that, they should be telling the person that's already gone, and they're not. Because of ego and pride. So there's still lessons there too, because there's no communication here. So there's still multitude of fucking issues going on. You know, I don't know if this one thinks all of a sudden, let me solve this first and I can make my way back around. No, it's not going to work that way because this has been over a year. We keep seeing the World and the Wheel of Fortune. This has been cycles. There's been anywhere from cycles for me is every 3 months. So it's probably been about 8 cycles. It's been going on for about 2 years, off and on. Whether you left or you didn't leave or you're about to leave, this has been like a 2-year cycle. If you were dealing with this other person, you were probably in it with them for about a year. Or just under. Or a little over. Because you've experienced these negative patterns that these two keep jumping into. One pulls back, they pull the other one back in. And you were in the middle of it, unfortunately. And then you got the Hermit. So this chick's not even talking. And that's her justice. She wants nothing to do with this anymore. You know, she already knows what self-reflection. She's already self-reflected. He or she took themselves out of this scenario. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't healthy for her anymore. Not like you're dealing with a cocky energy that was like, I told you I didn't want a commitment. I wasn't doing this, but you all sleeping together. You're all doing something, all telling each other you loved you. There was definitely feelings, 2 peas in a pod. You guys saw a future together. This person saw a future together. You know what I'm saying? So it's arrogant on their end to even let it get to that point of not having a discussion. Because, oh, I told you I didn't want this, I didn't want that. But yet, still having their cake and eat it too. But so that way, if you were to be like, well, we've been doing this and this and that, they can come back at you and be like, well, I told you from the start. It's sad. It's sad. I don't know if you thought you could change that. You can't. So this energy, the loss, has already been put in this situation where self-worth is key and they know who they are and what they want, and they will no longer tolerate this. The only way this would ever work, even if it was to come back together and there was a renewal, because right now she doesn't even feel the need to talk about it because she's over it. This person would literally just have to speak the truth. I mean, it could be solved in a very simple manner, but there's ego and pride. There's things getting in the way, which is too bad. So there's obviously trust issues, insecurity, there's things, but you know what? You can't continuously try to teach this person because you tried and it failed because they weren't ready. It's somebody who had to pick up on their own lesson, you know? They need to draw the line in the sand too, and they won't. They just need to call it as it is, and they won't do it. They're actually making it worse, unfortunately, by not speaking the truth. Everybody just wants answers at one point, and now everyone's just like, now they're fighting. She's gone. All somebody did was have to speak the fucking truth. The Eight of Earth, she's focused on herself, you know. She's the High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Eight of Earth. You don't even need to worry about her. She's good, you know. So he can possibly try to come back in and try to fix it with you guys, whether you want it or not. It just depends on you and this person actually talking about it and getting to the same vibrational level, because this person realizes they can't get away with what they got away with anymore. They're not stupid, like I said. So they're either going to make the move or they're not, you know. You might be dealing with a cocky son of a bitch that still thinks they can have you anytime they want. And they may not even realize they already lost you. You know, that's a whole nother story for somebody else. And over here, there's no passion, there's no drive, there's no nothing. You know, and she has anxiety. Because why? Because somebody else kept her guessing. And all he had to do was speak the fucking truth. He fucked a lot of shit up. A lot of shit up. It is unfortunate when you had the right people in your corner and you let that person, you know, get away. And sometimes it really is too late in life, you know. And that's just it. Now you need strength to get through this. So this is telling me you got yourself out of something toxic, but here's the deal. You're still engaging. Because the devil comes before strength, but strength came out first. So the devil is still lurking because you're still arguing and you're still engaging. You can nip this in the butt by putting your foot down, speaking the truth, and going in a new direction. But you're still lying. You're still arguing. You're still not telling the truth. Nothing here is growing. You're trying to water things that are wilted and dead. At this point, the lawn is fucking dead. Never mind the flower. There's nothing fertile here. You know? I hate to deliver a message like this, but I think the message is really for the person that jumped ship. And it must have been incredibly hard, and it's, you know, it is what it is. You need to value yourself first. Do not step back into this lower vibrational bullshit. It will weaken you. It will drain you. It will confuse you. Please don't do it. And again, if this person comes at you and you guys try to, like, I wouldn't even see rekindle, because you've had plenty of opportunities to rekindle, you know. If there's a chance for you to renew it and get on the same level, it's, to me, you won't even discuss anything unless it has to do with commitment, because you're just past the bullshit. And that's probably the right move, because If you can't have that, you can't grow. There's, you know. So in the High Priestess, sometimes you get to fuck around, but then you wouldn't have learned a lesson. So technically, you weren't really the High Priest if you got to fuck around. If you went through years and months of celibacy and crying and all that, you're a High Priestess. You know. I should do that one day. Take each card and explain my journey for those who are still in a shit journey and haven't reached self-worth, you know. But I know a majority of us have. I got a lot of OGs, you know. But it's up to you on how it goes. But there's not a shot if this person can't even come at you solid with some type of commitment. Promises aren't going to cut it. I'll do better is not going to cut it. No, what's going to cut it is when you actually fucking cut this off. You know, that's what's going to cut it. And I haven't even seen anything on the board about it really even being about a relationship. It's just been trying to get on the same page with somebody. And somebody refuses to get on the same page with you. Why? Because I think they think when they get on the same page with you, life's going to take off too quick, or they're going to lose sense of themselves, or sense of freedom. You're dealing with somebody who's probably extremely independent too, you know, so it's just the fear of, if I give this a green light, things can change drastically. Yeah, well, that's what life does. It doesn't say it's going to change like that, you know, but you can't expect to have a friendship and not be on the same page with that person within a friendship either. So you were dealing with somebody who was very unrealistic and my way or the highway, and my time clock, and if it doesn't suit me, then clearly it's not going to suit you. And then every time it didn't suit you and you went in your direction, they came in to make sure they suited you, and then again, you know, back and forth. Well, lessons been learned. You were aware that this person was doing that anyway. You tolerated it. You watched it go down. Because I think you were hoping this person was going to grow and pick up on it and realize you weren't fucking stupid. You know, and until this person can acknowledge you on a whole nother level, they don't have a fucking shot. And that's life. That's not a loss on your end. If somebody can't acknowledge you, that is not a loss on your end. It is not. So, I got some things to do. It's great hanging out with you guys, and I'll be back when I can for sure. You know, unfortunately, this story had to come in, but I'm glad we talked about it because I think it's at the end of its cycle, and you're either going to know exactly where you're at or where you're not. You know what I'm saying? There's no more of I can't do the daily shit anymore. I'm watching other readers struggle with it. They're not struggling. They're like laughing or like what? It's exhausting. I got better things to do with my life, and I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just I'm not going to repeat the same story and then, you know, I'm not. You guys, the story changes when a majority of the collective shifts or you choose to. You know, I don't think you guys were waiting and holding on. I don't think it was like that for you. You were just giving somebody the benefit of the doubt, you know. Something like this, I mean, it doesn't drain me all the time, but I'm just saying, like, in general, like the two Vidoes that I mentioned, it's the same story. And I watch them get frustrated, and I'm literally like, thank you, Spirit. Now you know how I feel. I feel like they're all laughing. Like, Courtney, we know. And you're dealing with somebody who's like, oh, same thing or the same story or this and that. And it's like, yeah, but what they're not picking up on is the same story because you're not evolving. You're not learning. We know what we're doing as readers. You know? Whatever's most potent with astrology is what we usually pick up on, where we've had the experience. Or multiple experiences. You know? Everyone has a different life to lead. Just do it. Go after it. Just don't stay stuck. Don't stay stagnant. Don't stay with people who won't move forward in their own life. Not just you. Not with you. With their own life. You know, if they're putting other things first and they can't find that balance, not your person. Don't you get stuck in it. Moving on up. Yeah, we got tested again. I don't think we got tested like that. We were here this time around to really help. And that person had a huge opportunity and didn't go after it. And there's nothing we can do there. And I have a pretty good feeling the ones that went through that, we were already aware of that. We knew what we were getting ourselves into. We were there for them. But then there's a time where you got to step out because it's no longer serving you and it's no longer serving them. And then you got to know, you got to be smart enough to know whether it's worth even getting back into. You guys were definitely smart enough. It wasn't a test on your end. You were dealing with somebody who constantly tested you. And it's like, you have no idea who you're dealing with. And it's unfortunate because you could have actually had an adult relationship, a loving adult relationship with somebody for the first time in your life, but they just didn't figure it out. You know? They didn't put any effort into it. They chose not to. So when it's done, it's done. Don't second guess what you did because you probably did tremendously help somebody. You taught somebody a lesson. Are they going to figure that out after the fact? Yeah. Yep. But that's okay. That just means break the tie, go your own way, and your life will go on another journey again. We don't stop taking journeys. Somebody else will cross your path, ladies and gents. Somebody else will cross your path. Promise you. You did what you could do. You outdid it. You overdid it a little bit. And they still didn't pick up on it. And I'm sure they probably appreciate for that, but you got to know where to draw the line, whether it was going to go further or not, whether it was going to evolve or not. And you teetered on that for months. And there's just no more teetering. Things come to an end when they come to an end. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You don't. You really, truly, truly don't. You don't owe anybody an explanation. I don't care if it was your husband, your wife, your child. You will get to a point where you'll be able to explain it on a whole nother level or something when it's said and done and you found yourself where you want to be. Until then, you don't owe anyone an explanation. So stop feeling like you do. If you do, for those who do. You know? Take the new path. They catch up, they catch up. Then, you know, you guys can play on a whole nother level. But right now, they're not on your, gonna say level. Yeah, I hate saying it like that because it can make someone sound conceited, but I'm truly, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, talking about a vibrational level. And you can't be happy with a man or a woman like that, that's still going through that and allowing other energies to interfere. It's not a thing. It will literally wipe you out. It will lower your vibration. You won't be able to concentrate. You won't be able to sleep. No. They don't get to fuck with the high priestess. You know, and a lot of it, guys, they're, you know, people always like they want the high priestess, but when they have it, the ultimate feminine or masculine, they're intimidated. They don't even know what to do with it. And all we want is honesty and love and growth and simplicity. Some people are just too complex, you know? And others are very carefree. It doesn't mean that you're not the right match, but if somebody won't get on the same page with you, stop. You're literally wasting your time. Everybody in that scenario just wasted time. Why? Because somebody else was buying time. And then you were giving them the benefit of the doubt. And then the other two are just unhealthy and clingy, don't even know what to fucking do with themselves anymore. Hey, I got a thought. Move the fuck on. Start living your life again. You wasted an entire year or an entire 2 years because you didn't want to break away from each other because you didn't want to hurt somebody else's fucking feelings. So if you have children, your kids haven't even grown within that time frame. And I hate to call it out, but it's the fucking truth. I went through it too. Okay? There's no fucking... You know what pissed me off even more? Oh, time. You had more time. You know how many men have come into my life and said, well, you had more time. The fuck? No. I just went through certain lessons that I learned and picked up on, and I sucked up the fucking pain, and I learned my lessons. It didn't need time. I hate when people use time for an excuse. There's no such fucking thing. Bad timing. No, it's not bad timing. Everybody comes into each other's life at the right fucking time. Okay? It's whether or not the two of you can get on the same page. You all got yourselves in a situation where somebody didn't want to get on the same page with you. So simple. So yeah, you wasted time. Think about it. Think about that for 1 second. It's mind-blowing, right? You tried for months and months and months to get on the same page with somebody. Look at all that time that you wasted. You weren't even happy. So don't think about going back to that. Honestly, suck it up. It's not the first time you've sucked up pain. Suck it up. Don't think people just change miraculously. Or don't think for 1 second somebody, oh, I want to be on the same page with you. Let's talk. No. It's tough to say shit out loud like that. We all find ourselves in that scenario. You probably did someone a big favor, and I'm sure they appreciate it. But you're not on the same page, so stop wasting your time. You're wasting your fucking time. Stop trying to be on the same page with somebody who's arrogant and I don't want this. I don't want a relationship. I told you this before. What makes you think you can come and switch it up? Motherfucker, I caught feelings. So court will switch it up. And I just talked about like me in general with going through that scenario. Not necessarily what's on the board, but that scenario where I've wasted time. Hoping that somebody would change, you know? Don't waste your time. Because for months you have not been happy. Whoever's on the board here, this story, you have not been happy for months. The feminine, the other person, hoping that somebody will make moves. You haven't been happy. Stop trying to get on the same page as somebody who won't even listen to your own needs, that won't even address your own needs. But it was okay when you addressed their needs and you were there for their needs. Stop with the one-sided shit. Half in and half out. Stop with the half-ass. Your life is so much more important than half-ass shit, guys. Go live your life to the fullest. Walk the new path. I can't stress it enough. Somebody catches up, great. Walk the new path. And do not feel the need to explain yourself. You're not dealing with an idiot. I don't know why you're not talking to me. I don't know why you do that. You're not dealing with a fucking idiot. Don't be fooled into one more conversation or one more text message. Be smart. Because you are dealing with somebody who thought they could pull the wool over your eyes. They really did. And you've been watching, scoping this out for months. You were fully aware of the scenario you were in. And they just wanted to prove you wrong. That's somebody else's ego. Don't let their ego block your new path, please. Whether you've known this person for an extremely long time, just don't do it. It's not worth it. Stop. You're wasting time. And I hate to say it, you wasted time. But you had to have helped them in a big way. So a big pat on the back for you guys who had the heart to do that. That shows compassion, but you also have that self-worth. So don't fall back into a pattern that they can't figure out how to get out of. You know better. You know better. I love you guys, and hopefully I will see you soon. Okay? I love you too. Go on your journey, guys. Go on your journey. The right person will cross your path. I love you too. Bye, guys. Bye. I love you too. I know it's been so long. I love you too. Bye, guys.